Sam, send Callow the nav point provided by our Krogan contact. Drac, we're landing on Elaaden to rendezvous with Jorgal Strux.
On my way.
Where is this meeting place exactly?
Called the Paradise. Middle of nowhere as far as I can tell.
Paradise is different for a Krogan.
Remnant starship? No.
Only 41% exposed. I will gather what information I can, Pathfinder.
Who lives here besides the Krogan?
Scavengers with nothing to lose. Criminals chucked out of Kadara.
Gonna be interesting.
We want to be careful. From what I hear, it's swarming with scum. Just make sure you know where your guns are.
I detect above normal temperatures.
The worm almost killed me. Got out of the
The
way
ambient
just in
temperature
time.
is normal.
Pulled the whole thing apart. Wish I got in on that deal.
Next time, I'll train one for myself.
Get out.
Did I hear you talking about the Remnant?
Dunno. You an eavesdropping snake?
Been breaking it down to sell. Could make a killing from the pieces.
Ryder? You should check that out.
Push off.
Wish that goddamn sun would just go away.
I didn't do it. Didn't do nothing.
Okay, you didn't do anything.
Good. Tell them that when they come.
Weird.
I detect above normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Gonna enter the circle.
Hey, hey! Welcome, welcome. Come this way. Follow me. That's a fancy ship, all right. You'll find lots of deals inside. Just talk to my boss. Come on,
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added.
Hark's waiting for us at Vorn's greenhouse. He'll have more info on where the transport was taken.
Got it.
It's a fair exchange.
Why? Because you say it is?
Partly. I wouldn't be in business if I wasn't fair. If you don't think so, go trade somewhere else.
Okay, I will.
Stop shushing me. Strux should be leader of New Tachanka.
Are you Jorgal Strux?
Maybe. You who I think you are?
I'm the Pathfinder from the Nexus. You asked me to meet you here.
Yeah, I did. Thanks for coming.
Everyone's best chance for survival is to cooperate. That includes the Krogan.
Good. Nice to know some people are on our side.
So, trouble at the colony?
It's heading to a bad place.
We can't be there anymore.
Morta's become a tyrant.
Did she kick you out?
Hasn't come to that yet, so we're laying low. I want to keep my eye on her. She's planning a strike against the Nexus, that much we know.
The audio logs you sent do sound like something bad is brewing.
Morta is going to rip this colony apart. And then we're all going to die.
Krogan dying? Your homeworld's worse than this place.
Everyone needs food and water, even Krogan. Morta's rationing. My group thinks the Krogan should make peace with the Nexus.
We need the Krogan and the Krogan need us. We all came to Andromeda as one. We should at least try to fix this.
Well, there won't be a colony to make peace with if Morta ruins it. You don't believe me? Go to the Krogan colony yourself and see what she's planning. Talk to Ravenar Brink. He's one of us, on the inside.
If the safety of the Nexus is really on the line, I'll go. Better hope she doesn't shoot me on sight.
Yeah, that'd be a bad omen.
Come on, some of us are trying to work here. Come on, some of us are trying to work here. Yeah? Can't you see I'm busy?
With what?
Coordinating shipments, what's it look like? Even on a wasteland, trade is king.
Why don't the scavengers attack the dogs?
Because they've learned that they need Ania. Without her influence, they're all dead. Someone steps out of line, Ania deals with it. Or the other scavs do.
Sounds like a delicate balance.
Delicate? Hardly. It's a system kept in check by large guns and high-velocity rounds.
What shipments do you get?
Anything you can name. On Elaaden, everything has a price. Food, water, meds, clothing. Somebody's probably willing to pay for it.
How often do shipments come in?
They come in when they come in. We don't exactly live according to a schedule.
How did you come to be in Elaaden?
Short version, after the uprising I found myself in Kadara. Hated it. Met Ania at the bar and she offered me this job. Really didn't have anything to lose.
Why did you hate Kadara?
Politics, backstabbing. I'm a simple guy. If someone's gonna knife me, I'd rather it be in the front. The folks on Elaaden excel at that.
What else can you tell me about Ania?
I once saw Ania shoot a visor off a scav from 50 yards off. Which is why I make it a policy never to talk about her behind her back. You want to know about Ania? You talk to Ania.
I'll leave you to it.
Good. Be on your way and try not to piss anyone off. Get that shipping crate out of my way!
Scrap will be my ticket out of here. You just watch.
What are you looking at?
Hey, I recognize your insignia. Your Nexus, right? A Pathfinder. Kent Halsey, Nexus Security.
Didn't know your duties reached all the way to Elaaden.
It doesn't. I'm here for... personal reasons. My sister Isabel fell in with the wrong people. She joined the rebellion and was exiled to Kadara. Somehow, she pissed off enough people to end up in this hellhole.
Your security and your sister's a troublemaker. Puts you in an awkward situation.
I don't care about that. I'm here to find her. I know she can't come back to the Nexus, but we can start over on Kadara. Together.
You're a good brother, Kent.
Don't congratulate me yet. The problem is, I underestimated this planet. I don't have a vehicle or a way to survive the heat. I'm stuck before I've even started.
Don't worry. I can track Isabel down for you.
I hoped you'd say that. I think the salvager from Kadara has info on her. She wouldn't give me anything, but maybe you can get her talking.
Water's the most valuable commodity on Elaaden, and Ania has all of it.
If you're here for water, you'll need to speak with Ania first. You cut the deal with her, she gives you a chit, and I dispense the water. You can take your entire allotment at once or in portions. Up to you.
Where does this water come from?
I believe that's a trade secret. I don't even know where she gets it. At first I thought she traded with Kadara, but that can't be it. It's impossible for all this volume to be from Kadara.
Is all this water for sale?
Some of the supply goes to the trading post, of course, but yes, most of it's for sale. Anyone who wants water on Elaaden has to come here. There is very little elsewhere on the planet.
Seems odd to place the water tank so close to that gaping chasm.
Someone once told me Ania does it as a security measure. She empties the tanks into the gorge if anyone tries to steal the water. I've never seen it happen myself, but others have. Can you imagine? What a waste.
I'll let you get on with your work.
Have a lovely day.
Tried the flop house. They shot at me.
Get out of my face.
Tried the flop house. They shot at me.
Heat levels increasing. Life support restored.
Second well.
I bet that's a water storage setup over there.
I'll kill each one of them.
Pathfinder, so happy our paths crossed. Your job is to search and study, right?
You could say that.
We've only just begun to discover Andromeda. There's so much here to figure out. The tech, how ours intersects. There are amazing things to be built, and you're the one to do it.
Don't sell yourself short. We can all do that.
Oh, I'm not long for this life. I came to this galaxy to die on a new frontier. I'm happy to impart my last bit of wisdom.
I would be honored.
Knowledge is power, Pathfinder. We brought the best of what the Milky Way could offer. You have the means to make all this better. So use your resources to study and decipher what's here. Grow from it. Build more efficient, powerful tools. Build the future. That is all.
This scrap.
Got a problem with that?
Here. Get out of my face.
Out there, watch yourself.
Gonna enter the circuit?
Wish that goddamn sun would just go.
Nice studs. Better watch your back. There's probably already a dozen people planning to kill you for them.
Good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Just trying to help. So, what else can I do for you?
Where do you live? Where do you sleep?
There's a flop house not far from here. There's always shelter. Maybe even a bed, if someone died that day.
What do you do on this planet? Why are you here?
Why? Trying to find out where my claim is?
No, relax.
I do the same as anyone else here. Try not to get killed.
You know a Krogan named Strux?
Nope. But Krogan are hard to miss. Look around.
We're done.
Suit yourself.
Step off. Not allowed back here.
So you're Ania.
That's right. And you are?
Veteran X. We do business with the same people on Kadara.
Ah, yes, one of the newcomers. Welcome, all of you, to my paradise. Outside the gates, you're on your own, but in here, you're safe. Anyone violates the peace, they have to answer to me.
Being able to maintain control here must be difficult.
These people need me. They need what I sell, so they behave, or they're out. Now, what can I get you? How can I help? Just let me know.
You have a pretty good attitude for a place like this.
I've got nothing to complain about. I'm rich and no one messes with me. Most powerful woman on Elaaden.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but absolutely.
What can I buy?
I don't know. What do you have to trade? Mostly I sell water, but you should go out to the tanks if you want that.
Is there anywhere else on the planet to, I don't know, find water?
Not really. And if I don't like the look of you or you get on my bad side, then no water for you.
Well, well, look at you. I'm good at reading people. Want me to guess who you are?
Shoot.
A Pathfinder.
Impressive.
How do you know?
I cheated. I run salvage to Kadara. Word travels fast there. Should hear what the Collective is saying about you.
Well, now I'm curious.
Don't worry. All good things.
What's your take on Elaaden?
If the worm or the gang leaders don't kill you, the heat in Ataraxia will. I don't know how anyone can live here.
Somehow, they make it work.
Barely. At least once a trip, an escaped slave or ex-cultist tries to bribe me for a ride out of here. Except the Krogan. I've seen New Tachanka. We'd all be lucky to have a setup like theirs.
You said you run salvage to Kadara? How does that work?
The scavengers come from Hell's Promise to sell me their scraps. I pay them next to nothing.
Charming. Then what?
I haul my loot to Kadara and sell to the merchants. The charlatan takes a portion of my haul, of course. I'm still sitting pretty. Sometimes I even buy water from Ania and sell it at a premium in the flop house. It's a solid life.
If you say so. You must deal with the scavengers a lot.
No more than I have to. Slavery, cannibalism, gang leader worship. It's enough to make my skin crawl.
Strong words from one of their customers.
I buy from them. Doesn't mean I have to like them. Might be safe here, but out there, if a gang leader wants you dead, you're dead. I don't plan to let my guard down.
Got info on someone named Isabel Halsey?
What am I, your personal database?
Come on, you're the only one here who doesn't want to kill me. Just help me out.
Fine, fine. I've never met her, but I heard a few scavengers talking. Mention a cave out in the dunes. Something about Isabel's time being limited. This is the nav point. Just watch out. That's a bad area.
All of Elaaden is a bad area.
Good point.
Ever work with a guy named Reyes?
Reyes? He's one of my buyers, actually. You know him?
We've met.
I'm not surprised. Reyes knows everyone. Some a little too well.
Take it easy.
Always do.
What are you looking at?
To be honest, I'm curious about what's going on here.
What's going on is none of your damn business. Keep walking, or I'm gonna shoot out your knees.
I thought the rule was no guns.
That won't protect you outside the gates. If you see me there, you better run.
Pathfinder, is it necessary to engage with this individual? I don't see how it helps our cause.
Right. Let's just back away slowly, guys.
Ryder, I heard that little exchange. I don't understand it. They screened every initiative applicant. How did so many of them end up violent and unstable?
You think something's up?
That's what I want to find out. Can you scan the scavengers here in the Paradise and transmit the data to me? And, you know, be discreet. Wow. Be careful around that one, Ryder. Interesting. Data inconclusive. Find a different one.
Tried the flop house. It shot at
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back on.
Got it. I'll add it to my data banks.
Nice gun. I'll kill each one.
Tried the flop house. They shot at me.
Not a scavenger, Ryder. Not a scavenger, Ryder. Thanks, Ryder. That should be enough. I'll analyze this and let you know what I find.
I'm gonna mess you up when you get out of here.
Yeah? You mess me up, you're never seeing those star charts again.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
So, Elaaden. Charming so far. What do we got? Besides the sand.
The remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world. It also suggests the presence of a vault. Additionally, here is the large derelict remnant ship that we saw as we landed.
Hopefully abandoned.
Scans indicate it is not. The site is active with scavengers and remnant bots. Here, scavengers have taken over an abandoned camp between the two. In this direction, located in one of the planet's sinkholes, is New Tuchanka, the Krogan colony.
Sinkholes. Sounds fun.
Not really. Elaaden is tidally locked to its sister moon and that gas giant above. This side of the moon never cools. Getting trapped in a sinkhole without shelter would mean certain death, as one's blood would boil in 75 seconds.
And on that cheery note, let's head for the climate-controlled paradise of the Nomad.
What do you miss most about the Milky Way, Vedra?
Understanding how shit works. Back home I knew the politics, the people, the places. Here everything's new. You can't play the system when you don't know what it is.
I don't know about that. The way the Nexus treated us Krogan seems like the system came with us.
Pathfinder, the Remnant have altered the landscape ahead.
Sinkhole!
Got an outlaw camp ahead.
Think that's it. Good aim.
Pathfinder, that canister is volatile. Shooting it will trigger a reaction. Pathfinder, a tracking signal was attached to that canister.
Why?
Unknown. The signal is defunct. There may be more at other scavenger sites.
Sid gets me so frustrated. I try to be firm. She pushes back.
Should I
lay
patch
down
it
the
through?
law. She pushes some
Go
more.
ahead.
Hello,
See,
you're a
that's your
Pathfinder,
problem.
right?
Kids
I
need
recognize your
boundaries,
receiver ID.
sure.
I
But
need
they
help.
also
I'm
want
in
to
the
know
sinkhole.
you're not
It's
the
the one
enemy.
with...
Our
I'm sure
dad
you'll
would
figure
not
it
have
out.
agreed with you.
Your dad sounds like a piece of work. Special ops, right?
Yeah, something like that. He never went into details.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
I know the type.
I hope we're not stuck.
Oh, good. You heard me. I was starting to think I'd have to walk back to that rundown shack they call a landing zone.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scientist from the Nexus. I've been surveying Elaaden's geography for several weeks now. And now I'm stranded on this hellhole.
Tell me what I can do to help you.
Glad you asked. A few days ago, my shuttle overheated and died. Then I ran out of water. After 2 days without a drop, I got desperate. Ended up trading a part from my ship to some scavengers. Once the delirium subsided, I realized my mistake. Turns out I sold them my thruster, which you need to fly.
The Tempest can get you back to the Nexus in no time.
And leave my ship here to be picked apart. If I leave, that shuttle needs to come with me. I figure since you're a Pathfinder, maybe you can talk to the scavengers. Get that part back.
If I have time, I'll see what I can do.
Fair enough. I'll try not to die of exposure in the meantime. I'll give you the nav point for their camp. Be ready. They're a prickly bunch.
Are you studying the sinkholes here?
I'm trying to figure out what causes them.
Any luck?
My scans show a high concentration of calcium carbonate deep below us, high enough to create pockets of brittle rock. These pockets break down and collapse, and it causes a chain reaction all the way to the surface. Incidentally, that would also account for all this sand.
Have you learned anything useful about Elaaden?
That depends on what you consider useful.
Try me.
Well, I assume you know Elaaden receives constant sunlight. There is no nighttime. But I've found evidence of a rare temperature dip, which means the planet experiences an occasional eclipse. Can you imagine? Constant blazing sun for years, then a week of night. It must be jarring.
Good luck out there.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Sometimes I wonder what Sid and I'd be like if we'd had a better home life. Maybe we wouldn't have grown up to be so difficult.
Difficult's good, Vetra. You took what you had and made it yours. That's all any of us can hope for.
If only you'd raised us, old man.
Haha, you would have turned out so much worse. Maybe a better shot, though.
Remnant pillars ahead. Might give us trouble. Get ready to fight! That'll show 'em.
The outlaws built some kind of tech. They'll be looking to defend it.
Sam, another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required. Heat levels increasing.
A data pad. Let's comb through it.
Environment check.
This sounds like trouble already.
You okay?
Fine. Just the old plumbing acting up. Even most of my guts are synthetic. I'd get them replaced, but the warranty's probably no good out here.
I detect above normal temperatures. The ambient temperature is normal. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Scavenger tech ahead. They'll be looking for scrap here. Let's do this!
Incoming!
So, Morta's still pissed off at the Nexus. You'll want to be careful around her, kid.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
Once the Krogan put their mind to something, they'll get it done.
Sam, this little mouse, can you get a location on him?
I do not have enough information, Pathfinder, but I may be able to track down the scavenger writing these logs. Heat levels increasing. Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Getting close to New Tuchanka.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Move along. No outsiders. She's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morta.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor.
Think I'm a traitor too.
Shut it, Breck.
Don't make me headbutt you. I absolutely will.
Tougher than you look. All right, go ahead.
I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here.
Good.
Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough.
You hear Gorak and his team trying to fight the
They're testing you.
Epic battle.
Seeing if you'll take the
Got a
bait.
few good shots before I killed Elaaden. Dumb bastards.
Always had more quads than brains.
The terminal with Dr. O'Keefe's data was right next to the scrubbed ones. Don't worry, Dr. Gunnar. I'll track it down.
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keefe? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No? Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keefe like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keefe was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The Junker was aggressive.
I can't believe the terminal has gone missing.
Should have known Morta would take over.
Should run this place into the ground.
Bad garment aiming at New Tuchanka. Morta says we don't answer to anyone.
Yeah? You want to play the heavy for a criminal? Why come all this way? You could have been a pet back on Omega.
Shut up.
We ought to check it out, actually. See if we can get in on the action.
Saw the worm out there again.
Soft,
That thing
squishy
is
human like
huge.
you should probably steer clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm.
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
As if this planet wasn't deadly enough.
Good news is, it doesn't attack us. Doesn't seem to care about us at all. But stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
Drac, sir, you're here.
Settle down a second, Arthur.
Sorry, this is just more excitement than I'm used to. I tracked the stolen transport to one of Elaaden's moons. You need to take your ship. Nothing we've got has stealth.
How did they steal the transport?
I had the security system off while I was transferring a new sample and, well, they snuck in from the far side. Morda thinks Vorn took transport for a sample run. I didn't tell her otherwise.
If she finds out what really happened, she'll fry you quads over a load of fire.
I know. Thank you so much for helping me.
We'll be back soon.
I'll be here.
Ugh.